Everybody, back again, having another quiet period in the house. My wife has taken my kids over to her mum's place and they're having dinner there. So I'm here working on this guy again that I was a couple of days ago. So haven't actually done much since I was on, well, since the last time I did the stream. But I thought I would, sorry, drinking coffee. Yeah, I thought I'd just come and do a bit more work on this. And I brought a few of these guys just so you can see, kind of get an idea of what it's going to look like when they're done. This is another captain that I've done or did a while back. So that same sort of colours. This is the first company colours. And blade guard as well. He hasn't got his chapter markings and stuff on yet, but. And then this guy, which is the other company's colours, so just all the blue. So the majority of them are like this, and this guy is the a lieutenant. So vast majority of them just done in the blue like this, and then these guys are sort of the first company, all the veterans and everything. So, because there are pictures of them up on Instagram, but I don't know how many people have actually seen them or not, but it just thought it'd be helpful. And I did make a start to highlighting the armour, but I gave up on that for the time being, so I'm going to be just working on a few of the other little details just because it's a bit more interesting, well, for me anyway. So all the purity seals, all the paper bits there. That's what I'm going to be just trying to get some of that done now, rather than working on all the armour and stuff. So I'll do that another time. Again, I quite like working on these bits, all the little extra details and stuff. Again, just trying to blend all these colours a bit together and lighten them up a bit. But I quite like doing these sort of scratchy marks. Because it gives a kind of worn, papery look to them. Sorry about that, somebody's phoning me. No idea who that was. But yeah, again, don't know how interesting this is to people, but quite a few people actually watched the last couple, so I thought I'd just keep it up just as and when I get the time and the empty house to do it. Although I do sort of feel like I'm sitting here talking to myself. But as I said, it's quite nice. People seem to have watched them, so, you know. It might be a good opportunity just to, if anybody wanted to send me any messages or questions or anything like that, I'm happy for that. But I'm just sort of slowly building this up and keeping all these quite deliberate, scratchy, horizontal marks across it. Because when it's done, it gives a kind of worn paper effect. Not sure how realistic it is, but it sort of makes it look like a different material to the rest of the model. Not all super smooth and like the armour. I'm just sort of dotting on highlights and stuff and trying to make it look a bit tattered and worn out. Oh, never mind, the viewership becomes a ghost. Getting work done anyway. Yeah, no, absolutely, I agree. I'm not bothered if anybody watches it or not. It's just nice to do. And lots of people, as I said before, lots of people have sent me nice messages and stuff, and so if it keeps somebody entertained, then that's fine with me. I'm only going to be sitting here in silence by myself anyway, doing it, so why not? And the other thing as well, it's just nice to kind of do something like this, because the actual making the other videos, the main ones, they take time, and this is just a way of me just keeping things ticking over while I'm working on those. I just like to keep something going. I've been crazy busy at work, my sort of, my main job, and yeah, so fitting the time into like do filming and stuff is not always easy. It's the run up to Christmas now, so I'm going to be quite busy at work. I work as an engineer, and we predominantly deal with sort of number plate recognition cameras, like ANPR cameras, so in car parks and stuff like that. And obviously with all the shopping coming up and Christmas and everything, it's like all these customers is like desperate to have everything working, and which is completely understandable, because that's how they make a lot of money out of it. But so yeah, super busy. But that's good. That's a good thing. It's good to be busy. I can't stand not being at work anyway, not having anything to do, or feeling like you're like a third wheel. It happened to me a lot in my last place I was working at, sort of sitting around waiting for something to do. I was scratching about for something, because there just wasn't enough work, which is kind of why when I got the opportunity to go somewhere else, I left. After 13 years working at the same place, and then left, which was a bit of a shock to me anyway, like getting used to something else. So I'm completely rambling now. So that's the first. I was saying that do I need to do the back? Will you see them? Is it worth bothering? I don't know. You gonna see that? Is it worth me spending time painting that? For now, no. But if I feel I'll need to later, I can always come back, can't I? again, thank you for watching and sending comments and stuff. It's always appreciated. I hope it's helpful. And again, if you want to, if there's anything, I do it a lot on Instagram. Sort of if people need advice or help with anything, I mean, I'm always happy to. So if you want to ask any questions or if there's anything I can help out with, I'd be more than happy to. Oh yes, so yeah, thank you. Yeah, no, this is my custom one. I don't know if you were on just at the very beginning, but yeah, I brought a couple of these other guys, and so that's kind of an example of what this will look like when it's completed. And this is sort of the first company colours. So the the cream colour, and then the rest of them are all more like this. Some more of the blue. And then all the gun casings and he's obviously a lieutenant, so he's got the cream helmet as well. But so all the gun casings are always like that. So that's pretty much the standard ones, sort of like this guy. So yeah, I thought I'd bring a few just in case people hadn't seen them. Oh God, sorry, I'm drinking coffee and that has gone very cold. It's awful. Where are we now? We need this. I need to get more storage for this stuff. There's all these paints everywhere, and I do not have enough shelving and stuff for them. I need to have like a proper organised and tidy up of all this stuff, so I know where everything is. So, next one is go back under that one. That's not quite right. Oh, thank you. No, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with it as a scheme. There's a lot of practicing on sort of some spare models and stuff that I had, some spare old Marines and things that I used to kind of practice on to kind of get the colours down and work at kind of what I wanted to do with them. I had an idea in my head, but again, it's sort of trying to get that out and actually onto something and playing with the colours and stuff to get that right. Yeah, a lot of trial and error until I was happy with it. And now all those models, all those practice guys are all. I gave them to my 6-year-old son, so they're all a bit smashed up now, but he enjoys playing with them in his little sort of box of treasures that he has. Yeah, definitely worth doing. To pick up a few cheapy bits off eBay or something like that, so something you don't care about, and just to use to practice on if you're trying to work something out. Far easier than having to strip them or whatever. It's getting there. And yeah, I will be getting another video up soonish. I think just kind of, again, it's just find the time to get it finished. Well, actually, it's stop. Well, I've started it, but it's getting that done. I'm waiting on some stuff that I need to come through the post that I need to sort of continue with what I was working on, which is this monolith that I've got sat here. Which again, I sort of mentioned the last time I was on here, so I don't know, but I'm waiting on some bits and pieces in order to get that done, and then sort of filming it while I'm going. So hopefully that'll be up soonish anyway, if anyone's wanting to see how that goes. But I'd like to get it finished. I'm supposed to be going to an event in mid-January, and I'd really like to take that monolith with me as part of what I'm taking. So yeah, I need to try and get it finished, or as finished as I can, even if it's not completed, just so it looks usable. So I quite like the idea of taking that with me. But that should be quite fun as well. It's called King in the North. Sort of a little friendly tournament day thing up at Element Games up in Stockport. I went there a couple of years ago, and it was really nice. It was good. Met lots of really nice people, and it was good. And I was meant to go last year, but I bought a ticket and everything, and then I sort of bailed on it at the last minute. Really, I gave the ticket on to somebody else who wanted one, but just because it was just after Christmas, and at the time I was just skint. I didn't have any money, and I just decided that it just wasn't the best use of my money to be spending it on hotels and stuff and driving up to Stockport and whatever, which was a shame because I was looking forward to it. So this year this January anyway, this one I'm making sure I'm going, whatever happens. So I've been putting a bit of money aside each month just to kind of cover things and just in case. So yeah, that'll be fun. Hopefully get to meet some people. It's weird meeting people that you sort of spoken to online or know online, and then actually meeting them in real life. But it was good fun. It was fun. It was a nice experience. Lots of nice people. Drank too much. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the concept with the tree. Okay. Yeah. If anyone's watching, that's just this makes sense. Yeah. So this will be this guy. Big old tree growing out of it, and it's going to be. Again, I can see it in my head. I know it kind of looks a bit weird at the moment, but yeah, I'm hoping that will sort of pan out how I want it to. In fact, next time I do this, I'll make sure I bring some of those other Necrons in from my little outside place. I've got a little shed thing, man cave, whatever you want to call it, and they're all out there. So I'll bring a few so you can see them. but they will probably, I'll have to do some filming with them at some point anyway, so yeah. That was my big sort of lockdown project, the first lockdown in the UK. And I ended up starting this Necron army and painting all up, and because we were going out for walks and stuff every day up in the woods near our house, and so kind of inspired to do this sort of foresty theme on the Necron army, and they're all sort of covered in moss and stuff, like they've been outside for ages. And it's definitely, I think, my favourite one of all my little projects that I've got. And it's finished as well. Well, as finished as it can be. I don't, apart from the monolith, I haven't got any unpainted ones. They're all done, and it's all completed and looks nice. And yeah, they are. They're sort of all covered in green moss and stuff, and it's all painted on, and there's no I did kind of toy with the idea of covering them in like flock and things like that, but kind of decided against it in the end. It can look really good. I've seen people do it, and it does. There's a few other people that have done sort of similar things, and they can look really good, but it just, I don't know, I couldn't get it to work, so I sort of painted it all on. Right, what do we need now? But yeah, that Necron thing, they've been a sort of an ongoing, they've got updated and updated and updated. If you look at the ones that I started with, the very first that I painted, they actually look quite different to how they are now. I've kind of adapted them and changed it and added stuff and changed colours and things, and I'm pretty happy with them now. And it's easy as well. It's really easy it's an easy scheme to do. There's no, apart from maybe dotting in the eyes, it's all just dry brushed and painted it with all the damaged brushes that I've got. No sort of real precision. It's all sort of, it's quite quick. You can paint like paint a whole unit of them in an evening. It's really not particularly difficult. I'll probably go through it actually one point if anyone's interested. I'll make a little tutorial video of how to do them. Because yeah, again, it's quite an easy scheme to do, which is what, I don't know, it's good. It's nice to have something that you know that you're not going to be sitting on for waiting for hours and hours to get something finished. You can just sort of get it done quickly. And in fact, I'll tell you what, give me 2 seconds. Be a bit of dead air for 1 minute. I'm going to go and get some. Hang on. Right, there we go. Sorry about that. It might be interesting to somebody anyway. You might want to see them. Where are we? So, something a bit like that. So if you can imagine that scheme on this So these nice sort of woodland look with the blue glow on them and stuff. So yeah, that's kind of that's the idea anyway. That's what I'm going to go for. So yeah, I'll have to put something together anyway if anyone's interested. But it's very quick. They're really easy to do. It's not a handful of paints. Knock them out really quickly. So I'll go through that at some point anyway. I'm sure if anyone's interested, just let me know and I'll put something together. Yeah, again, I've considered doing something like that, but I've just got too much. I've got too many other things. I've got a big city board that I'm working on, which again I've been working on for about 2 years now, and that's kind of like an ongoing thing. I've got, what else have I got? There's a whole trench board as well, like sort of trenches and mud and all that stuff. That's pretty much done though, actually. That I could maybe do with a bit of a touch up. It got a bit damaged when I moved house, but yeah, it's just, I don't know. I don't have the space for it as well, as much as I would like to do something like that. A big sort of foresty board. Oh, hang on, someone's at the door. That might be my family back, so I'm going to say goodbye now, just in case. So thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I'll be back at some point anyway. Thank you, bye.